I mean, where, after all, are you going to get the energy to be there for the people you care about and for the work you want to get done? So your health-related goals, that quality of your performance that comes from nutrition and rest, hydration, right, exercise, is so essential for your longevity. Now, not just growing physically, but also spiritually, which means different things to all of us. And I was so grateful to hear so many profess their faith and their gratitude for where they are. But for some, it's just getting, being involved in your community, volunteering, meeting others, practicing your disciplines, and searching for a higher sense of purpose. You can't give out what you don't have within you. So we have to fill that need. The last sphere is this one, your personal interests, your passions. Maybe like me, you discovered something early in your life when you were searching for your identity between 11 and 13, somewhere in there maybe, and you found a hobby, an area of study, a passion, a skill, a sport, something that appealed to you, and you say, well, how do I bring that back into my life? How do you bring all of you to what you do and really change the belief? The belief should not be that these are mutually exclusive. You have to choose one over the other. No. They must be mutually supportive and integrally connected in a sense of pattern so that you can bring your uniqueness to the challenge. Now that infinity sign is important, but if you freeze frame life at any moment, it doesn't look balanced. There's something you're dealing with right now and others that are just totally out of your reach, and yet it's all still connected. And here's the real key. The spheres themselves are connected to each other. If we were to zoom in on two of these spheres right now, let's take work and relationships and isolate those. And then we draw a line. I call this a lifeline to connect those two objects. That line implies this question: how are they connected? What is that relationship? We work to take care of our family. We go back to our relationships. We get re-energized. We bring that to our professional challenges. It's stretched out and tested because of demands in one or both areas. But it really is so much a part of our why, right? Like for me, as a speaker, I've been on the road a lot the past 25 years, and I've been married 26. We have two kids, 20 and 17 years old, a son and a daughter. Amazing kids. A lot of their life, many days, I've not been there. I've missed a lot of really important moments. So we had to make sure that they understood why. That lifeline was preserved, bringing them with me on the road, and involving them in my business now, even still when I can. How are you doing that? How are you sharing your why with the people you care about? How are you leveraging that uniqueness of your relationships and bringing that back into your job? Because that's the joy of working for yourself. Of being in a profession like this one, you can connect them. How about this? Does your job support your desire to be healthy? Or does this profession challenge your health in certain ways? And if so, how are you going to flip that, rewrite that script? Because that's not sustainable. How can they be congruent? Are we, spiritually congruent, practicing our spiritual interests and pursuing our interests in our work? And are we in relationships that support our desire to be healthy and to grow spiritually? You see, it is all connected. And so when you change your thinking from the idea that you have to compartmentalize your life, or the metaphor of spinning plates, right? You have to put in some time and energy here and then make sure that doesn't fall and go get that one. That's not it. You're not going to run around like a crazy person. Instead, you step back and you look at the pattern and you say, what fits, what doesn't? How can I redesign this pattern in such a way that when they're in motion, it's not balanced, but it's connected. It's aligned, right? It's off balance on purpose. Does this make sense to you? Yeah. This is the goal when we think about ambition. Is how do we make choices that bring value to our life, not in one area versus another, but in all areas at once, and ultimately rise to this level when we'll be in those moments going, this is fantastic. This is why, for example, I play drums in my church band. Personal interests connected to spiritual growth, relationships. My son Eddie was playing on guitar. So I play golf when I can with my clients, never on the weekdays, because that's when I'm home with the kids. That's why I cook breakfast every morning when I am home, even if I got in at midnight the night before, so I can preserve and those wonderful moments with my family, right? You make it work. You make the best choices that you can in that moment. And that infinity sign is really important too, because, like for example, when I was in 8th grade, my teachers call my parents in and they have this conversation. He's doing okay, he's making good grades, he's not reaching his full potential. Many of us had the same conversation, apparently. Yeah. And I remember thinking vividly, that's ridiculous. Why would I reach my full potential in 8th grade? But the truth is, you never do. You never reach your full potential because it's infinite. It's limitless. Never in human history has somebody tried to learn a new idea and run out of disk space. No, you run out of willingness, you run out of interest. But the more you learn, the more you can learn. The more you love, the more you can love. The more you create, the more you can create. And so this concept of infinite potential should inspire you and again, liberate you from whatever has stopped you in the past. Because you've got a new future. But it may break down when you think about a big weight, a big heavy challenge in your world. So I brought one of those with me right here. Hold on. Got it? Okay. All right, everybody. Now pay attention. What is your bowling ball? What is the biggest weight in your world right now? You got it? It may be one of those 5 spheres, maybe something very personal. I don't know, but you do. How will you handle it? Maybe you need to dig down deep and find strength inside of you, working harder than before, or maybe it's about working smarter, right? Getting creative. In other words, using your head. Oh! Or at least making it look that way.
Oh, man. Oh, man.
You got it. There you go, sir. Oh, here goes. Very good. Okay, I'm sorry. Okay. It's not a real bowling ball. Keep up. I'm just trying to sneak you out. Okay? Because even though it's not a real bowling ball, it does make a very real point. I can tell looking at you, watching me, you are still not ready for the point. So all together, let's take a big deep breath. Ready? And let it go. Here's the point. A moment ago, I asked you a simple question. I asked you, what's your bowling ball? Isn't it amazing how quickly you knew the answer? Yeah. We all have them. They feel so heavy. May I propose whatever it was you were thinking of may not be as daunting or dangerous as you think today. In this moment, those fears are amplified by your uncertainty. You're not knowing how it's all going to turn out. But trust me, you have been preparing for your future all your life. What changes is the way you step into that moment. Where you step in with confidence and say, I'm going to leverage my past. I'm going to be more present. I'm going to create a future, and it's okay that I don't know exactly how it's going to turn out. So I'm going to be there. I'm going to give it all I got. So you know what? I want to put this theory to the test right now in the time that we do have. I need a volunteer to step on stage. Let me describe this person to you real quickly. I believe it's going to be a woman in the audience. We saw him. Yeah, she's standing now, okay? We see you still. Ma'am, have we met before? Do you know how to juggle? You don't know how to juggle? Metaphorically, but not physically? You're pretty amazing. I saw you on stage earlier, didn't I? Yeah, come on up here. Come on up here. Jesus, hold on. We haven't done it yet. You are amazing. I'm going to get these out of the way. All right, hold on. You can fade the music down. I'll cue that for you later. We cue the music and get it ready. Remind me your name.
Rose Duncan.
Rose. Now, I saw you on stage, but we have not met yet. Okay, and you don't know how to juggle physically, but you believe in yourself. You know, a lot of times I get people up on stage and they're not quite so sure. They're not quite as enthusiastic as you, Rose. Can you believe that? Not everybody's as enthusiastic as Rose is. It's true. So Rose, do you believe that working together, if I work with your strengths, I take you through this step by step, we can get to a point where we can be successful learning to juggle?
Yes.
Okay, good. She says yes. Now, Rose, I brought with me some objects which are so great for learning. These are what we call in the juggling business, they're called juggling scars. They fall in slow motion. You can take your time. You can think about it. It's like that one goes there. That one goes there. You can miss it a couple times, come back later, and still Rose is like learning in slow-mo, which is why we are not using scars. That's not realistic. When is the last time you get to learn something important in slow motion? Life doesn't work like that, Rose. She's still enthusiastic. I love this one. Now, Rose, these are real. You can tell the knives are sharp. You can see I use a grinder. You can see the edges. There's no way I would ask you to juggle these this early in our relationship. What I'm doing is intentional, Rose, because once I show you those, you'll be much more open to the idea that today we are just going to use these, the balls. But they don't fall in slow motion, but they're also not dangerous. Okay, you're going to be great. Okay, are you right-handed? Yes. I noticed you went right-handed. Okay, so you can come over here. You're going to be my right hand, I'll be your left hand. Hold your hand out. Okay, good. Yeah, take the sleeve back. And now remember what I said about focus.